Good morning, dear students and esteemed parents. Over the last few years, the academic exhibition has become an imperative part of our school curriculum as well as a tradition. It involves integrating the students' knowledge and skills to real life situations and gaining valuable experience from that. This year, despite the pandemic, my students and teachers were unwavering in their decision to continue this learning experience. This involved collecting all the parts of the project remotely. This arduous process involved deciding on the content, preparing the parts, collecting them, and editing them to make a final presentation. And I'm proud to say that my students, teachers, in charges, and my IT team have done a wonderful job. Congratulations. This year, we named our academic exhibition Incredible India. As you know, India is a land of diverse cultures, religions, and traditions. As a part of this project, the students have researched facts about the diverse states of India and integrated it with the subject knowledge they have gained in their classes. The final presentation will give you a virtual tour of the diverse states of India, and I'm sure this beautiful journey of incredible India will mesmerize our audience. Happy viewing.
Greetings of the day. We welcome you all to our class presentation. We will be taking you on a virtual tour of Himachal Pradesh, a land of rolling hills, no less than a paradise. This beautiful place gets its name from the Sanskrit word Hima, which means snow, and Achal, meaning lap. And hence the literal meaning of this precious state is in the lap of snows. Now it's time for us to familiarize you with some interesting facts about Himachal Pradesh. Let us visit Himachal Pradesh that will soulfully refresh. A home to the largest glacier, the sky is soothing, colorful, and clear. Oh, let us visit the land of gods. Corruption being leashed here, none is fraud.
The lava mushroom grows in Solan City. It's widespread among its land, we guarantee. Most people reside in Tholasa Range. Motorcyclists flood the highway for picturesque landscape. Tara Devi, Tabo Monastery, Ponta Sahib, and Michael's Cathedral, 4 Lok Sabha seats fixed in level of federal. The state is of pre-constitution history. It holds Asia's oldest monasteries. The only state to launch paperless e-governance solution with Greek mythology, beliefs and illusions. 85 million-year-old fossils have been discovered and with snow it has been covered.
Famous for Baisakhi, Lavi, Kullu Dashera, Holy Fair, known as the fruit bowl with apple, plum, and pear. It has 9 hydropower plants and a peaceful environment to sit and chant. Khajiar, through its beauty, is also known as mini Switzerland. The traditional cap usually worn here is called thepang.
The state has 5 national parks, and the culture and cuisine from Punjab is not much apart. The state is an excellent destination for adventure enthusiasts and is famous for its rich handicrafts. 9 national highways leading to 45 major district ways.
Dalai Lama makes his presence here elevating and alluring. Everything appears. Would like you all to visit this specifying place. I promise it will leave a mesmerizing trace. Now, my friends will familiarize you with the statistical data of Himachal Pradesh.
Himachal Pradesh is a state famous for its natural beauty, wildlife reserves, temples, and monuments. It is a state in northern India. Its capital is Shimla. Distance from Amritsar to Shimla is 299.4 kilometers via Grand Trunk Road and State Highway 16. The latitude of Himachal Pradesh is 31.60 degrees north and longitude is 74.87 degrees east. There are 12 districts in Himachal Pradesh. Himachal Pradesh covers an area of 55,673 square kilometers. Its elevation is 22,362 feet. Its area rank is 17th.
The population of Himachal Pradesh is 68,64,602. The density of population of Himachal Pradesh is 123%. The density means the number of people living in each unit area. According to 2011 census, religions in Himachal Pradesh are as following: Hindu 95.17%, Muslim 2.18%, Christianity 0.18%, Sikh 1.16%.
Madhya Pradesh literacy rate is 83.78 and its fourth rank in India. Hindi is the major official language. Hindi is spoken by 34.32% people and Punjabi by 9%. Agriculture contribute nearly by 45% to the net state domestic product. The chief food crop cultivated in agriculture in Himachal Pradesh include wheat, maize, rice. Apple is so far the most popular fruit crop of the Himachal Pradesh, which constituted about 49% of the total area under the fruit crop. Himachal Pradesh is also known as apple state of India for its larger scale production of fruit.
Himachal Pradesh Police Force has 89 IPS officers, 169 State Police Services officers, 2051 NGOs grade 1 and 14,794 grade 2. Its annual budget is 1,425 crores. The Great Himalayan National Park is a national park in the forest office road Shamshi, Kullu region. It is spread over 1171 km. It has 375 fauna species, including 31 mammals, 181 birds, 9 amphibians, 11 annelids, 17 mollusks, and 127 insects. Now, my friends will tell you about natural vegetation and wildlife.
Along this earthen wonderland, my heart falls in green love, as I gaze awestruck to the trees sharing rays from above. We share this planet with millions of living creatures. If we look around ourselves, we will be able to find that there are some animals and plants which are unique in our area. In fact, India is one of the richest countries in terms of natural vegetation and wildlife. So today we are going to have a virtual trip to Himachal Pradesh to explore its natural vegetation and wildlife. What is natural vegetation? Natural vegetation refers to a plant community which has grown naturally without human aid and has been left undisturbed by humans for a long time. As we all know that the forests of Himachal Pradesh, known for their grandeur and majesty, are like green pearl in Himalayan ground. These forests have been classified on an ecological basis.
As we move from lower to higher altitude in the state, variations in vegetation pattern can be noticed easily. Dry scrub vegetations are prominent at lower altitude, whereas alpine meadows at higher altitude. Altogether, 20 different vegetation zones can be identified in Himachal Pradesh. Let's talk about the types of forest. The forest of Himachal Pradesh is characterized by junipers, oak, birches, evergreen bushes, valuable timber, etc. Hence, forest of Himachal Pradesh can be classified into 8 types, which are Himalayan moist temperate forest, Himalayan dry temperate forest, subtropical pine forest, subalpine forest, tropical moist deciduous, tropical dry deciduous, Moist alpine scrub, dry alpine scrub.
There is no better way to rejuvenate and relax than to visit some of the natural wonders of the Himachal Pradesh. Thanks to the Himachal Pradesh varied geography, which offers some of the India's best places to observe wildlife through the national parks. The Great Himalayan National Park is home to animals like musk deer, brown bear, goral, leopard, snowcock, etc. The Prin Valley National Park is one of the high altitude national parks in India, which is home to many animals and birds like snow leopard, Siberian ibex, snow partridge, red fox, etc.
In order to experience the rich wildlife, we can turn to Chiel Wildlife Sanctuary, Renuka Sanctuary, Dharangati Sanctuary, etc. Apart from national parks and wildlife sanctuary, there are many nature parks in Himachal Pradesh. Here animals are kept close to nature. These are located in Kufri, Manali and Gopalpur. In these parks, we can get a sight of musk deer, black bear, Tibetan wolf, rabbit cat.
Because of human needs, we are actually disturbing the nature. Perhaps the greatest threat that faces many species is the widespread destruction of habitat. So, the best way to protect the endangered species is to protect the places where they live. In fact, we all have responsibility to protect wildlife both for their sake and for the sake of our own future generations. So, if you are among those enthusiastic lovers of wild creatures, a visit to Himachal Pradesh national parks and wildlife sanctuaries will be most beneficial. Now, my friends will tell you about historical places of Himachal Pradesh.
हिमाचल इतना खूबसूरत कि सैलानियों के दिल को भाया, इसीलिए तो भगवान ने अपना निवास यहाँ बनाया। देवभूमि हिमाचल शाब्दिक अर्थ बर्फ का घर, जितना खूबसूरत उतना ही ऐतिहासिक और पौराणिक भी। इसीलिए तो कहते हैं बाहर से सख्त और अंदर से पानी। ऐसी है हिमाचल के बर्फीले पहाड़ों की कहानी। एक और यहाँ हिमाचल की प्राकृतिक सुंदरता सबका मन मोह लेती है, वहीं दूसरी ओर इसके मंदिरों की तो बात ही अनोखी है। माँ हिडिंबा देवी मंदिर, जाखू मंदिर, चिंतपूर्णी मंदिर, काली का टिब्बा, नैना देवी मंदिर, माता अपने हर रूप में यहाँ विराजमान हैं। तो आइए आपको हिमाचल के इन मंदिरों तथा ऐतिहासिक स्थलों के दर्शन कराते हैं।
सबसे पहले आइए चलते हैं माँ हिडिंबा देवी के मंदिर। सारा जहाँ है जिसकी शरण में, नमन है उस माँ के चरण में। हम सब है माँ के चरणों की धूल, आओ मिलकर चढ़ाएं श्रद्धा के फूल।
हिमाचल का यह प्राचीन तथा पौराणिक मंदिर हिमाचल वासियों की माँ हिडिंबा देवी को समर्पित है, जिसकी कड़ियाँ महाभारत काल से जुड़ी हैं। हिडिंबा माँ ने पांडवों की रक्षा के लिए अपने एकमात्र पुत्र घटोत्कच का खुशी खुशी बलिदान दे दिया था। इसीलिए त्याग की मूर्ति हिडिंबा देवी को हिमाचल वासी अपनी कुल देवी मानते हैं।
अब चलते हैं माँ के एक और निवास नैना देवी मंदिर। धन्य जीवन उनका जो माता के दर्शन पाते। कहते हैं यहाँ आकर जन्मों के कष्ट कट जाते।
माना जाता है कि हिमाचल के इस पौराणिक तथा पवित्र मंदिर नैना देवी में सती माता की आंखें आकर गिरी थी। द्वापर युग में वनवास के दौरान पांडवों ने यहाँ रुककर पूजा की थी और माता की प्रतिमा स्थापित की थी। यहाँ पवित्र नवरात्रि का त्यौहार बड़ी धूमधाम से मनाया जाता है। विशाल मेले का आयोजन होता है और पूरा प्रांत भक्ति के रंग में रंग जाता है।
अब चलते हैं हिमाचल के प्रसिद्ध ऐतिहासिक स्थल शिमला का राष्ट्रपति निवास। ब्रिटिश वायसराय के निवास स्थान से लेकर राष्ट्रपति के निवास कहानी हम सबकी जुबानी।
शिमला सम्मेलन तथा भारत के विभाजन का सूत्रधार बनने वाला राष्ट्रपति निवास भारत के कई उतार चढ़ाव का साक्षी रहा है। एलिजाबेथ शैली में निर्मित तथा आर्किटेक्ट हेनरी इरविन द्वारा डिज़ाइन राष्ट्रपति निवास आज़ादी से पहले ब्रिटिश वायसराय का निवास हुआ करता था, लेकिन भारत की आज़ादी के बाद राष्ट्रपति सर्वपल्ली राधाकृष्णन के प्रयासों से इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एडवांस स्टडी को दान कर दिया गया।
इन मंदिरों और ऐतिहासिक स्थलों के अलावा भी हिमाचल में अनगिनत स्थल हैं जिन्हें देखने हर किसी को यात्रा पर जरूर आना चाहिए। तो आइए और इन सुंदर वादियों के भोजन का लुत्फ उठाएं। निहारो मत, बस यात्रा शुरू कर दो। माना रास्ता मुश्किल है पर खूबसूरती अथाह है।
Good morning, friends. As you all have studied about various temples and monuments of Himachal Pradesh, now in science we are going to discuss about the famous dishes of Himachal Pradesh. We have already discussed that Rashtrapati Niwas, which is in Shimla. So let us now talk about famous dishes from Shimla like Chana Madra, Dham, Turkiya Bath, Mash Dal, Sidhu, Meetha, Bhe, etc.
Very interesting names. You know, friends, what are the ingredients for these? I will tell you. Chana madra consists of soaked chickpeas or veggies prepared well in desi ghee, slow cooked in thick yogurt based gravy, and includes different spices for flavor. The dish, having high nutrition value as chana madra, is a source of plant based protein, helped in controlling blood sugar levels, and yogurt is known to be a great source of probiotics for healthy gut.
Friends, another dish, than, is a complete food that, along with a great taste, provides a healthy dose of nutrients. The dish is a plate full of tasty delicacies like dal, rajma, rice, curd, boor ki curry, as well as is quite complemented with jaggery. Again, dhan is very nutritious as it is a good source of carbohydrates which gives energy and proteins which are bodybuilding food, and curd is rich in calcium and phosphorus.
You know, friends, another dish, Tudkya Bhatti, is a traditional type of pulao of Himachal Pradesh. Its variety of vegetables like onion, potatoes, lentils, and carrot, etc. Dish is complemented with mashed dal and few drops of lime juice. Dish is very healthy as rice is good source of starch, type of carbohydrates. Carrot is good source of vitamin A and roughage. Mashed dal contains proteins.
We have discussed about the different dishes of Himachal Pradesh and their nutritional values. All these dishes are popular traditional dishes and prepared during marriages, local festivals, and special occasions of Himachal Pradesh. In addition to healthy dishes, let us talk about diverse culture of Himachal.
ਜਾਣ ਲਏ ਨੇ ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੇ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਤੇ ਖਾਸ ਆਹਾਰ। ਆਓ ਜਾਣੋ ਹੁਣ ਹਿਮਾਚਲੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਤੇ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ। ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਦੇਵ ਭੂਮੀ ਦਾ ਬਾਗਬਾਨੀ ਖੇਤੀ ਆਧਾਰ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਦੀ ਗੋਦ ਵਿੱਚ ਲਿਪਟੇ ਹਰਿਆਲੀ ਬਰਫੀਲੇ ਪਹਾੜ ਖਾਣ ਪੀਣ ਪਹਿਰਾਵਾ ਸਧਾਰਨ ਸਾਦਾ ਜੀਵਨ ਉੱਚ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਹਿੰਦੀ ਪਹਾੜੀ ਭਾਸ਼ਾ ਬੋਲੀ ਬੋਲਣ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਨਰ ਨਾਲ ਲੋਕ ਗੀਤ ਤੇ ਲੋਕ ਨਾਚ ਬੜੇ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰ ਮੇਲੇ ਤਿਉਹਾਰ ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ
गोल पहाड़ी टोपी सीते चोली पजामे चूड़ीदार चांदी पत्थर तार गहने लहंगे चुन्नी पहनन नाल एल्यूमीनियम पित्तल दे भांडे लक्कड़ पत्थर दे घर बार रस्सां रिवाजे दे बड़े ही पक्के बड़ा ही पक्का प्रेम प्यार पिंडा दे पिंड टाम ते आउंदे पूंजे बह के खाउंदे परिवार हिमाचल दी शान निराली ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ।
ਕਾਂਗੜਾ, ਕੁੱਲੂ, ਮੰਡੀ, ਬਿਲਾਸਪੁਰ, ਸ਼ਿਮਲਾ, ਡਲਹੌਜ਼ੀ, ਚੰਬਾ। ਬੜੇ ਸੋਹਣੇ ਮਨਮੋਹਣੇ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ, ਸਭ ਕੁਦਰਤ ਦਾ ਅਚੰਭਾ। ਸਭ ਦਾ ਆਪਣਾ ਹੀ ਮਹੱਤਵ, ਆਪਣੀ ਹੀ ਮਸ਼ਹੂਰੀ। ਸੈਰ ਸਪਾਟੇ ਲਈ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਸਾਧਨ ਹਨ ਜੋ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਰੂਰੀ। ਧਰਮ, ਸਮਾਜ, ਇਤਿਹਾਸ ਸੰਬੰਧਿਤ, ਖੇਡਾਂ ਤੇ ਵਪਾਰ। ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ, ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ। ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ, ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ।
ਡੂੰਗਰੀ, ਮਿੰਜਰ, ਕੁੱਲੂ, ਦੁਸ਼ਹਿਰਾ ਮੇਲੇ ਬੜੇ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ। ਵਿਆਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਸੁਹਾਗ ਘੋੜੀਆਂ, ਗੁੰਜਨ ਪ੍ਰੇਮ ਤਰਾਣੇ। ਨਾਟੀ, ਛਪੇਲੀ, ਥਾਲੀ, ਚਾਰ ਪਾਂ ਨੱਚਣ ਨਾਚ ਦੀਵਾਨੇ। ਸਾਉਣ ਮਹੀਨੇ ਪੀਂਘਾਂ ਝੂਟਣ, ਹਰ ਕੋਈ ਖੁਸ਼ੀਆਂ ਮਾਣੇ। ਲੋਕ ਨਾਚ ਤੇ ਲੋਕ ਗੀਤਾਂ ਦੀ ਹਰ ਪਾਸੇ ਭਰਮਾਰ। ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ, ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ। ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ, ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ। ਬ੍ਰਾਹਮਣ, ਖੱਤਰੀ, ਗੁੱਜਰ, ਕਿੰਨਰ, ਰਾਜਪੂਤ ਜਾਤਾਂ ਦਾ ਸ਼ੁਮਾਰ। ਦੇਵੀ ਦੇਵਤਾ ਪੂਜੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ, ਹਿੰਦੂ ਬੁੱਧ ਧਰਮ ਪ੍ਰਚਾਰ। ਸੇਬ ਨਾਸਪਤੀ, ਮੱਕਾ ਮੱਕੀ, ਜੌਂ ਦੇ ਸਤੂਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ। ਸੁਣਨ ਗਾਉਣ ਵੀਰ ਗਾਥਾਵਾਂ, ਕੁਰਬਾਨੀ ਲਈ ਰਹਿਣ ਤਿਆਰ। ਭਾਰਤ ਦੇ ਹਰ ਖੇਤਰ ਅੰਦਰ ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਜੈ ਜੈਕਾਰ। ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ, ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ। ਹਿਮਾਚਲ ਦੀ ਸ਼ਾਨ ਨਿਰਾਲੀ, ਵੱਖਰੀ ਸੰਸਕ੍ਰਿਤੀ ਸੱਭਿਆਚਾਰ। ਧੰਨਵਾਦ ਜੀ।
Dear audience, I hope you found this presentation interesting and informative. So before we conclude it, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to acknowledge the contribution of those who worked behind the scene to execute this event. Our respected director, Sir Mr. Vineet Agarwal, for his constant support and motivation. Our venerable principal, Ma'am, Mrs. Shweta Agarwal, for being the catalyst that inspired us to do our best and stood by us as a pillar of strength. Our facilitator, Mr. Balraj Singh, for his untiring support and able guidance. We are fortunate to be supported by a team of very active, efficient, and dedicated teachers who are well versed in their job and are result oriented. With a deep sense of appreciation, I sincerely thank all the faculty members. And the last but not the least, our rock stars, our dear students, for their participation, and all the parents for the rock solid support system and encouragement. Thank you very much, everyone.